I mean, right now he's, he takes BP and he's in right field, but we're just going to throw him out there. I mean, I've talked about he's athletic enough. I know it's been a long time since he's done it, but, the best experience he's going to get is just going out there. I mean, I'm sure the days that he's playing left field, he's going to take his work out there. That's what he'll do.
Have him batting 8th again in the lineup. Are you tempted at all to move him to 9th like you did with Gardner at times, to have that speed element at the bottom of the order?
I'm okay with him there because it's, I know we stacked 3 left-handers together today, but, if I want to use Jonesy somewhere in there, I know I can do that, and that puts a little bit of pressure on them. I mean, we're just going to go with this now. We'll see how it works.
With Soriano, I know he's closed before and everything, but with blowing the save in Oakland, how good was it to get him back on the mound right away and kind of get that out of his mind?
Well, I think he's able to turn the page, but I think anytime you have that in the back of your mind, you want to get rid of it. So I'm sure it was good for him to get out there and put that behind him. Train's here. Train.
Train's always here.
Joe, is that transition difficult to go from right to left, or do you just sort of bank up that as athleticism making that not as difficult? I mean, are you afraid there's even a risk involved in there, just having to move it?
Yeah, you're always a little bit of there's a concern that there's somewhat of a risk involved, and the ball's going to come in a little bit different angle, and it's a little bit different feel, but you got to trust that his experience as an outfielder is really going to help him in that situation. It's probably harder than most of us imagine, in a sense. Just saying, well, he's a good outfielder, he'll be a good outfielder anywhere. But it's different, and I've really never played the outfield, so it's hard for me to tell you exactly how it's going to feel.
Was there ever a thought of putting him in right and moving switcher to left?
No, I think with the way our ballpark is, it just makes sense to put him in left and keep switching right.
He's never hit
speed, or?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, speed, and yeah.
He's never hit below 3rd in the major leagues. Did he accept that pretty well?
I mean, he was great about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he's excited to be here. From everything I saw yesterday, he was really excited to be here. Guys were excited to have him, and I think it's a good fit.
Do you anticipate him playing every day, or might you sit him against the lefties?
Yeah, I mean, we might. If I'm going to give him a day off, it's going to be against a left-hander. I mean, that's something that I can do. It's not like he hasn't played against left-handers in his career, but I think you also have to look at him. He's 38 too, and he plays every day. And a day off once in a while probably wouldn't hurt him.
So when he comes to the team, what do you tell him about fitting in, and what's really what kind of things do you tell him when he gets there?
Well, when he walked in, he was talking to guys right away, so I didn't really have to tell him anything. He knows Raul. I think he knows Freddie. He knows Alex from All-Star games, Jeet. Just a lot of the guys just went right up to him. So, as I said, I thought he fit in really quickly. It was a smooth transition for him, so I really didn't say much. And by the time we got in the clubhouse and he got the pants to fit, and the shirt to fit, it was time for VP.
What kind of feedback did you get from your players?
Our guys are excited to have him. Yeah.
But what did they come up to you and say stuff?
He's funny. He's not much though. I mean, the guy said he's funny and he's laughing, and it was good.
Joe, did you talk to Raul and Andrew maybe and just say how things are going to change?
No. I mean, they understand that, originally they were brought here to be a DH. I mean, there's going to be days that I probably maybe play Raul. I mean, I might DH Ichiro one day, just to give him a rest. But, I mean, that's what they were brought here to do. I'll say something if I think there's an issue, but I think they understood,
They've been around. They're big.
Yeah, they're not 22 and looking over their shoulder.
Would you ask Eric anything about Ichiro, or is that Wedge?
Nah, if I get a chance, I'm a big believer of making your own evaluation of players, because every situation is going to be different.
Joe, I know he's the one who asked for a trade and sort of accepted sort of a different role, but still, isn't that difficult sometimes for players who are accustomed to being, maybe a star guy?
I think it can be, but it's something that he understood in coming over here, and I don't think this was his only choice. So by coming over here, I think he accepted it and just wants to play.